The department manager catches up with her at the automatic doors, but she ignores his angry questions, shoving him into a display of chocolates and making her way out into the car park. If anyone suspects this isn't the first time Poppy has stolen a car, the meal she makes of it sets them straight. After 20 seconds spent trying to break the driver's window of a silver Honda with a small stone and a lot of screaming, she should, by rights, end her sudden streak of rebellion right there. But the woman who rushes over to stop her is holding her own car keys in her hand. 3 vicious punches later, and Poppy is running towards the open driver's door of her new ride, its owner howling on the ground with a broken nose. Roar of ignition, crump of metal as she reverses back into the car parked behind her, and then a squeal of petrified tires as she's tearing out of the car park at 50 miles per hour. Behind her, the car she rammed is blaring out its alarm like an indignant old lady, unable to quite believe the sheer audacity of the behavior she's just witnessed. It's pure good luck that there's a break in the traffic as Poppy pulls out onto the road. Fortunate, too, that the solitary pedestrian on the zebra crossing is quick enough to throw herself out of the way before Poppy hits her. The sluggish traffic is bothering some people, tutting and complaining, offering frequent insults to the traffic lights. It doesn't bother Poppy. Poppy doesn't seem bothered by anything, as she hammers the horn and straddles the white line, other cars veering out of her way as she refuses to slow down. One guy, still seething from a particularly lousy meeting at the head office of the marketing company where he works, decides there's no way he's going to be the one to back down. He spent the last 2 hours backing down. Gregson, still swaggering from the success of his pitiful campaign for a broadband supplier, had trashed every single one of his ideas until, by the end of the meeting, the oily little sod had won the damn account off him. No more. This silly cow coming up on him was going to have to be the one to swerve. He's thinking that right up until he yanks the steering wheel at the last minute and sends his car into the back of a truck delivering building supplies. The second-to-last thing that goes through his head is, "Why does today hate me so much?" The last thing to go through his head is a piece of scaffolding. His lousy day ends with his head looking like an angry cocktail cherry. If Poppy notices, she doesn't care. She's now 4 minutes away from the window of the betting shop and a final, brief leap through the windscreen of this car. Nobody calls the police. They're far too busy filming Poppy on their phones. The news channels are spoilt for choice when it comes to wobbly camera footage. That evening, Poppy will be a TV star, or at least the back of her head will be. There is only one vaguely usable shot of her from the front, and it shows a face that even her closest friends don't recognize. A wild, screaming, laughing, evil face, all teeth and eyes so big they look like they're about to bounce down onto her red cheeks. The last casualty of the journey, other than herself, is a man trying to fit a stepladder into the back seat of his car. It's not Poppy that hits him. It's a car veering out of her way that slams the back door on him so hard you could have folded his remains like a shop display t-shirt. 2 minutes away from the betting shop window. A group of school kids cheer as Poppy goes past. To them this seems fun, a bit of action to break up the long trudge home, something they can message their mates about later. They won't let facts get in the way of a good story. Each of them will claim they were nearly hit by the car. Each of them will claim they heard her laughing as she went by. She was laughing by all accounts, laughing every minute of the way, but there's no way they could have heard it over the roar of the engine and the constant beeping of car horns. One of them will even insist they got off with Poppy at a party, as if breathlessly cupping the breast of someone who would later go on to kill herself confers magic onto them. 1 minute away from the betting shop window. The last race at Aintree has been run. Nobody's made their fortune. Stephen Patrick tears up his betting slip, takes a sip of cold vending machine tea, and wonders whether he can be bothered to cook tonight. Maybe he'll just stop in at the Chippy on the way home. Oh, and by the way, what's all the noise outside? Car horns and a revving engine. Sounds like some kind of carnival is heading his way.